Jimmy, I gotta take a dump.
What?
No, I mean I need a dumpster.
Well, for all those needs, you need to call Big V Dumpster Rental, Long Island, New York, 631-900-DUMP.
You need a body shop? You need engine repair? Auto Excellence, Collision Specialists, 631-261-6420. That's 631-261-6420. Auto Excellence. Wow. Wow. Now, you're presently in the NWA right now?
What's up?
Are you still with the NWA
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
oh yeah.
How is it working with Billy Corgan?
NWA's been just a total blessing. It's been, I've really enjoyed it. Billy is a wrestling fan, and he's constantly like trying different ideas out. And he's also like, I can tell through hearing him talk that he perceives wrestling through the same scope as I do. And like, what's kind of important to us is, you know, like storytelling, selling, physicality. It's like, you know, it's a bit more old school, but I don't want to say like old school because I don't feel like we have a dated product. You know what I mean? I feel like all our talent are some of the best workers in the world. And, you know, the best worker doesn't consist of somebody who just does cool moves and high spots. You know what I mean? What you learn about the art of wrestling is it's not, that's part of it, but like really the art of wrestling is the nuance. You know what I mean? It's the selling, it's the you know what I mean, it's the emotions, it's what you do in between the moves. It's like that little bit of it's almost hard to explain, but it's like even it's almost like no wasted motion. You know what I mean? You can see it in somebody's footwork, like all those little nuance things. If I was to lay that out, that's what, and the believability, man, like being able to get the audience. Like, it's not about just getting to get them to say, holy shit. It's about getting them to believe in whatever the conflict is in the ring.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so the art or the suspension of disbelief will never die. And like, so go back to what you were saying. I think that's what NWA represents. If you watch our brand, it's physical. We got some great guys with a lot of experience, and we got some great up-and-comers. And, you know, I'm excited. I love our crew. I love... you know, there's a lot of people I work with there who I was in the OVW system with.
Okay.
Were you worried when Nick Aldis decided to step away from the organization? How did you feel about that whole situation between him and Corgan?
No, I wasn't worried because things between Nick and Billy were brewing for a long time. They hadn't been seen eye to eye, and also I kind of felt like Nick's going to have more opportunities in the business. You know what I mean? Like it felt like I think he was the champion for such a long time that. You know, even if he stayed around, he would have been probably looking for either fresh people to work or kind of a different scenario. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I think I'm very optimistic about the future because I just feel like right now we have there's a good energy around what we're doing, and I think you know everybody just wants you know we all want our individual success, but we want it doesn't. That's not. Individually, it's also for the benefit of NWA wrestling. You know what I mean? The things, it can be mutually beneficial, which is the way it should be.
Can Corgan carry the ball, though, and get you guys there? Is Corgan a level of a Vince McMahon, or need I even say a Tony Khan?
Is he even at every show? Considering this is the singer of Smashing Pumpkins, I would think that he's got a lot going on. I mean, is he really at every show?
Well, funny is that you have it. We just did our first live Power, and he wasn't there, but he was supposed to. But there was a lot of weather issues. No, but Billy's hands-on. He's been almost every show I've been to. There's only been a couple he hasn't been to, and
How is he with the boys compared to Vince? I mean, you've seen the ultimate promoter with Vince. I mean, how is he with the boys? Is he more like a friend to them, like like we fear our coach from the Jets, maybe?
Right,
hey,
right.
buddies, let's all go bowling.
Yeah.
Or is he more like, you know, hey,
no,
you work for me. Let's.
No, he's not like that.
Okay,
I like Billy.
okay.
Billy's energy is much. He comes from a place of passion, but also a place of respect.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you can tell that he's passionate about pro wrestling, but he also approaches the talent with the respect of knowing that you know the professional
Is he
wrestlers.
interested in a killer 2-man announcing crew?
There you go.
You know, like, hey,
Killer,
you never know, man. Like, I know,
Thank you.
I know what right now. I know we got Joe Galley, who I think is like, if you hear some of Joe's work, man, from a play-by-play standpoint, you know what I mean? Like, he is really freaking awesome. Like, I'm really a big fan, and him, Velvet has been, Velvet Sky has also been on the team, and Tim Storm, who's a freaking great guy. But no, we have.
All right, you got to
multiple
be
shows.
honest here, though, and I'm trying to be respectful. You name I love Velvet, I do.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
But I got to tell you, I got to pass on Austin Idol, though.
Ah!
I just think the
Austin
guy
Idol?
just doesn't have the chops to be an announcer.
Well, can I plead
the Pharaoh. You can take the fifth.
Well,
That's okay. That's
you
fair.
know what? I just think Austin Idol, like, because Austin Idol, a big part of his whole thing was talking. I just think it's one of those things where those type of characters aren't always the best for commentary because it's very him-centric, I think, right?
I get it, but it's like, okay, to me, Austin Idol's relevant, right? Because I'm old.
He was
dirt,
awesome back
right?
in the day. Sure.
But
sure.
and I know they're trying to keep that whole NWA feel, but to me, the newer fan doesn't know who Austin Idol is, and he's not very good at it. And again, I'm not asking you to comment. I'm just giving you my opinion. But on the other hand, I think Velvet Sky is crazy good. Crazy good.
And she's just like, she's getting better too. Even I just made a reel for our Knoxville show, like for my Instagram, and so I have to watch some of these things like multiple times. So, but it really makes it start standing out to you, like, oh, what sounds good, and like when I hear her commentary.
But that's my point. You're Chris Masters or Chris Adonis. You are the real deal. You've got some real deal wrestlers here. But everybody knows the announcers can make the wrestlers, and if you don't have that quality announcing, it's a problem. That's my opinion. That's all.
Yeah, and man, again, like, I want you guys to check. Well, I guess you've heard some of them, but like Joe Galley has this ability that when he makes, like, he has this way where he presents something at certain times where he really adds some weight to what's happening, just like you just said,
Right.
in that moment. And I love that. Like, his voice gives it an important feel. Like, and I feel like that's been missing and I don't know, maybe there is some of that in WWE. I don't know, maybe I just don't watch enough, but like, I don't feel like we've had that in wrestling since Jim Ross. Like, I feel like Jim Ross used to make those calls that, man, like, they would just add so much to the moment.
Well, you got Pat McAfee now, who does a really solid job.
Does he do a good job of that? Like, I know people love him.
And Michael Cole's.
But Michael Cole, does Michael Cole give off that big? I guess he does in certain moments. I don't know.
When he works with McAfee, he's a straight man, right? So it works. Again, we talk about the great announcing teams, Monsoon and Heenan, right? Ventura and McMahon. Talk about Vince McMahon.
But like, how many of those? Like, I remember Jim Ross would make these calls sometimes.
Oh yeah.
That they would replay in video packages because they were just so great, right? Like, and I don't know, maybe they still do that with these guys.
But that's what you need in the NWA. You need those type of calls. Because I got to tell you, when first NWA Power came out, we were huge fans.
Yeah.
And it kind of slipped away a little bit, but now that they added you, they brought in Brodus.
Yeah, I think you guys should
improving.
You guys, I think if you haven't visited in a while, like, check out, like, again, our Knoxville show, I felt like really was the right first step of this year, man. Like, the energy in that building was great, and like, man, I haven't got to see the whole show yet, but man, even like, you guys watched this Champion Series match that I was involved in, and then if you see, watch that match, watch what I was kind of involved in going into the finish and stuff. I think you guys will really enjoy it, and I think what I'm saying is it might encourage you to start following it weekly again, because I think trust me, everybody there is motivated to serve you all.
Wow.